coming through. We trying to like bring it back up again, the thing. Alright, so it's called the thing. We call it the thing because we didn't have a name for it. So we used to like, hey Joe, come to that thing. Come to that thing. So eventually we called it that.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have a name. Yeah, maybe if you have a name.
Guys, you lying. It was basically Batsumako Joe for refilling Cape Town.
You don't have
And
this is when you speak.
We're not giving it a name, it's the thing.
It's
It's a thing.
that became the thing.
Since I have this, it's been so tricky inviting people because we okay, do you want to come to the thing? So the thing is a thing where we.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So, yeah, we started in Cape Town. Blah, 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 blah. Now we are here. So it's the first one officially bringing it in Johannesburg. We did have a couple last year at Caesar's place, and we had a good time. And if we get for it, let's try to do it again.
I'm so excited.
All right. So I might have given you like a paper and a small one, so you guys can write a topic, and we're gonna talk about whatever you have written, right? If we don't select your topic, because if we all decide whether you want to talk about it, right?
Okay.
So if you decide not to talk about your topic, no hard luck. Try next time. Yeah, so the aim is not to get offended. If you get offended, tough. You know what I mean?
But be
But we're also very respectful, so we're not trying to disrespect people intentionally. You know, so everybody got different perspectives. Everybody got different views, so please have that in mind. Usually they're very respectful. We can get a little bit argumentative there and there, but usually everybody lives in one piece.
That doesn't sound promising.
I mean, yeah. So for today, we're hoping for Rebel is, you know, it becomes the same thing again. Come on. So yeah, so we got topics. I don't know how many are we today. It's usually even with the guys and girls. Yeah. I think we. So we are essentially on this side, yeah, but so we hope that it doesn't taint the conversations. Yeah, but then I hope the ladies here will, you know, represent their species. So yeah, so we got like topics here, né? But before we talk about them, I want you guys to introduce yourselves. Oh, they are.
We're gonna time it.
All of you are there. So no. So how are we gonna do it now? So I guess you guys spoken to each other already, né? You're type-based with each other, né?
I don't know.
So how we're gonna do it is that you're gonna introduce yourself, where you come from, why were you late, and also give a compliment to the person you interacted with if you met here for the first time. Ne? Ne? 4 things, ne? Your name, where you coming from, why you late, as well as giving a compliment to somebody
You don't know.
somebody who you just met today.
Can I start?
Hold on. Can I just? We need to have, because we're working on time. I believe it is my opinion that we should time that introduction.
Yeah.
So it's not too long-winded. I think 40 seconds should be fine.
Oh, that's even a long time.
30
Oh,
seconds.
guys.
30 seconds tops. Hi, where you from? You know?
Why you late?
Why you late?
And a compliment to the person you just met now.
Okay, it's fine. I'll vote from Bali first.
Yeah, no, she has a talking stick, so after she lets us know.
Am I passing it around?
Yeah. So you can choose what
Either clockwise, anti-clockwise.
you can choose who to say where you want to take it.
Like I'm giving away stuff. Okay, so I must start. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me start the timer. Sanmolan guys, Kamala Mumbali. I'm from Lone Hill. Well, Foster us, but you know how it works. When I first arrived,
You're late.
oh my
You arrived here late.
So guys, honestly, the reason for me being late is pretty vain. I came home from the gym. I decided to get high. smoke some weed.
Yeah.
I fell asleep on the couch. I woke up and I was like, I'm taking it easy. This is my Saturday. Okay?
Sure.
And by the time I
40 seconds, that's okay.
So this is good. She's reading on the phone. Wow. Okay, she's
Sorry
reading.
guys. Sorry guys. No. I think I've got like 20 seconds left. No, yeah, something like
20,
that. But yeah. So that's why I'm late. And then the first people I interacted with were the gentlemen over here. But I think I had a great conversation with Dumi and Kenzie. Dumi, you're beautiful, baby.
I'm going here. Sure.
Oh, hey. Hi guys. So my name is Dumi.
Yeah, bro.
I wasn't late. I was on time. Because I live here. But so I wasn't late. I was on time. The first interesting person I interacted with, because I was just surrounded by testosterone. Was Bali. She's beautiful. She came with high energy, and I quite enjoyed our interaction. So yeah.
These both were rich.
Yeah.
Right on time.
This green thing. Anyway, hi you guys. I'm Tsepo. The reason why I'm late, today is my granddaughter's birthday. And I come from Dobsonville.
Granddaughter. Whoa.
Yes. Hold on.
Granddaughter. I'm Tato's uncle.
Okay.
Yeah. So, the person that I interacted with, Lebu.
Pass the ball.
Hi guys, my name is Vic. I'm from Pretoria. The reason why I'm late is because oh god, it's Chris. No, forget about it. So the reason why I'm late, I got lost on the highway. There was an accident on the highway. I first went to the barber, and my barber had a longest queue, so I couldn't cut my hair.
Was it the accident? And then you turned around and
And then I couldn't find Caesar's place.
Okay.
Okay, so the first person
The first person you interacted with, we'll give you that.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many more seconds do I have?
Go for
Your
it.
time is already
You
up.
can go.
Alright, let's move it. Let's move it.
Okay.
Ah.
Oh, it was me anyway.
Nah.
Go for it, guy.
Yeah, no, what's your name again?
You understand?
No, just the name, and then they can.
Jim. He's
That's my boy.
He's written a topic.
Go for it. Yes.
Okay, hi guys.
Hello.
And the reason why I was late is because of Usizo and Vic here. And the first person, okay, I can't really say Umtemba and Kontemba, I met him yesterday. So the first person I actually met today was Usjepa.
Sure.
So yeah, Jepa, I know. C'est click up.
I love it for us.
Oh, dumelang.
Emily.
Mogala man, wa bona so se se kang. So fa mo.
Dumelang. Leina la me ke Thato. Ke tswa ko Dobsonville, ke dula ko Vetpoki. The reason that I'm late ke gore it's my daughter's birthday today. So we did a tontoni. He's my uncle. And the first person I interacted with, it's everyone, but we had a chat Limbali because everyone was watching soccer. I'm not a soccer person.
Mbali is winning. Sorry guys. When you carry good energy, you know. I'm not loyal. It's just your energy. Thank you so much.
Who is this?
I mean, no, guys.
Thank you.
I'm just saying I'm here.
Oh, yeah.
Introduce yourself now.
Okay, my name is Kensani.
Emil.
And
What Chaisa Sili? Ask Emel.
okay, my name is Kensani and I'm not late.
Because you
And
live
I'm from
here.
here. I stay here.
Yeah.
And who did I interact with first?
Me.
Japani. Yeah, the boys. And yeah, they came in, and then we wanted to almost hold like a men's conference. I was excited.
Yeah. My name is Jabu, and I'm late because of Utemba. Yeah.
Where you from?
Where you from, bro?
I'm from. Okay, I recently moved at Dikloof. And.
DK.
Yeah, DK. And you guys are a vibe. I'm actually loving everything, yeah. And,
Sure.
yeah, beautiful house.
Beautiful house. Beautiful house. Give it up for her.
The streets.
Do all the They've identified you as somebody who belongs to the
Hold on. Yeah.
Oh, I wish I brought my
Hi guys, my name is Tsecho.
Hi, Tsecho.
I'm from Remsach.
I can see that. That's where you were.
Come on, respect the piggy.
No,
Yeah.
I don't have a car, but I was on time.
Now I see the street now.
Around here, Remsach is like
Booking here for
30 seconds. Sorry guys, you're infringing on
Sensitive sunburn.
guys.
So wake up, I wake up on Vashile. The reason why I was late is because of that nigga there, my driver. Most interesting person I met, quite a few various souls here, but I'll say the firmest handshake of all the niggas was Umble.
Envelope number. No, I see.
It's okay.
Campaign esince ekuseni mina ngizoba kahle.
Hi guys.
Hello.
I'm Shemaine.
Hi.
Oh,
From Sasolburg. I was late is because of my friend here, the driver. From very far, Ranfontein, guys, very far.
Rampanti.
You?
Thousand feet.
No. Like it's there.
Udina passport.
Yeah. Basically.
I got called them. I'm going to tell you.
Okay. Oh, the first person I think that the guy next to me here. Like if you felt I was, not feeling quite okay, and it's like, no, don't worry, you're beautiful.
Yeah, boy. Strike.
Hi, Twinnie. Birthday counting, yes, we are late because Miguel overindulged Mobani. That's why I hang over your savvy. The first person we met, Nelly Vic.
Oh, thank you, Vicky.
By accident.
We can all learn from her.
Hey, Banna.
You'll have it in 20 seconds.
No, then you personal.
Sorry guys, I believe that the reason for an engagement such as this is that we all walk away with broadened perspectives.
Yeah.
So don't miss an opportunity to learn. That you can get in, introduce yourself, say why you're late, say who you like, and 20 seconds. I'm full of that.
Hold on. Hey! Was that captured on video?
Is it captured?
Hold on, guys. Guys, rules. Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Caesar.
I see about.
Hello everyone.
Check 1 2 1 2.
The name is Sizwe. The reason I'm late is because of my men's conference that I brought. They're still putting makeup, you see.
You know?
So yeah, and then the person I interacted with here was it was actually Ulepza. Yeah. Yeah, that was
35 seconds, that's good.
Yeah.
Timber. Put 40 minutes there.
I know. I'm actually not gonna time it. No, time him 40 seconds.
Okay, guys, thank you for me being here. I'm also timing myself.
Point of order.
Thank you to my prison warder to let me go today. Actually 2 hours for the kibemo. It's really trouble because of this Sun City, you know. The person that interacted mostly is Mbali. I thank Mbali for the talks.
Guys, his name is Jesus.
I thank Mbali for the talk she gave me today.
Hi everybody, my name is Lebogang. I'm from Kunwana in Mahikeng. The reason I'm late Mahikeng, that's the name. I'm late because I had to get my baby girl some stuff. And the person I already interacted with was Sizwe. Because he's also a pop, so we're just connecting them.
I feel like we
Father's Day.
Thank you. So these are my tours now for today.
Yeah.
So, like I said, guys, now please don't get offended. We've already chosen a topic that Jabu is going to sort of tell us what is on the letter.
What the topic is quickly.
Oh, okay. So the topic is mental health.
Mental health affecting women.
By men,
By men,
yeah.
yes. So I want to know from the guys that maybe, okay, I'm going to ask the question. So I just want to know from all of you guys that why is it so hard for you guys to like show feelings, for you guys to express yourselves? Why is there a limit to expressing yourselves, and why is it things that you can't talk about, things that you can show? Why is that? What causes that?
I have a quick answer. It's one word answer.
Okay.
Because they laugh at us.
Oh, but men laugh at you.
Is it men?
People, society.
Anyone.
So I'm not going to say women. Society.
That's all. Next question.
Next answer.
So, for me, what I've observed, it's we as men, it's hard for us to find that person that we're gonna trust, that we're gonna break up to. I'm thinking that she's gonna be, and then the following day, okopana to me. Not saying. I'm just for an example. Yes, but
no, take note of me. I will.
cool.
I would like to
So
address that.
For now, as my experience, I have a partner whom I trust. I tell her all that I think it's bothering me, all that I think that she needs to know that it's bothering me. I do sometimes keep things to myself, thinking that I don't want to stress her. But then at the end of the day, those things are going to come back. Either they're biting me or I solve them on my own. But then it all boils down to trust. Finding a person that you can trust and talk to. And one thing that we as Africans, maybe I haven't been in therapy myself. But when you say you're going to therapy, you consider it as weak. I'll end it there.
Also, okay, so the guys are responding. Yeah, Leo. Somebody want to talk?
Thank you. So I think, so feeling from you there, Tatune, I'll speak from experience, right? So there may be times when things may be tough and you don't want to show that you're in a state of panic, because the reason is you want to keep your partner, basically keep them, what's the word I'm looking for, calm or at ease, sort of look like you got everything together. So it's almost like we've been given this persona of you gotta be tough, you gotta be the rock, that when all things fail, we look at you for help. So I think it comes from that pressure. So if we do show some vulnerability, then we maybe come across as weak. And the reality is women are attracted to strong men.
Yeah.
That's just how it is. Generally speaking, you may say no, but generally speaking, that's how things work. You look for a strong man, whether he's the best looking, he's the strongest, the most money, whatever, but something superior about him is going to attract you to him. So we try by all means to protect that persona, just to give our significant other some comfort that everything's okay, even if when it's not. And I've had it once when after the event I was like, hey, I was dying back there. But you gotta keep it together. And I think what that also does to you is it shifts your mindset into problem solving mode rather than sulk and waste time and wallow in the sorrow. Whereas you gotta be thinking, okay, how can I fix it? Rather be in a how can I fix it moment, then deal with that pain slightly later. But for now, I gotta keep the units together type of thing.
So, okay, can you just say something?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. This man is on fire.
Wow. No, wait.
Sorry.
So in that, are you then just thinking about the other people? You're not thinking about yourself?
Yes. It's
So
a selfless act.
Oh,
Yes.
wow. Okay, thank you.
No, Tsepo has something to say.
Can I go after Tsepo?
Okay. The reason why we don't show emotions, society, e re rutilwe ra banna ba strong. So a tshwanna o bua ka next. Gore mosadi ke yana tshantse a relaye mo monna yena tshantse a ska relaya mo mosading. And
have to understand the way in which patriarchy has benefited you, but also take the time to understand the way in which patriarchy has disadvantaged you.
True.
Right? Because the advantage of patriarchy has been you're the lead, you decide. The household, or, it works according to how you say it. I'll give you an example as a woman. I was, going through my lady days, and there was a moment I sat and I was like, I'm sure we wouldn't have to go to work if men had to go through this. Right? And that was just the realization that I had as an individual on my own. So I think that it is your guys' responsibility as men to engage in each other in this privilege that we were given. How is it disadvantaging? How is it taking away from how we show up? Right? Because the one problem that I have and I have a problem with how men say, yeah, but we can't talk about it. We can't do this, that, and the other. Is that inability of your guys to talk about it is still riding on the backs of women. It is still women who have to carry your inability to talk about it. It is still your wives in your homes who are your significant others that you share bond with that are still having to carry your inability to talk about it.
But I will answer.
Mara, on a serious, guys.
You guys, you got 5 more minutes now with this topic.
You understand?
I want to close this topic. I want to write
You want to close it?
No.
No, it's too much, man.
Okay, sure.
It's emotional, and especially when women are champion on it, especially we were talking about mental health, but women, you have an opinion more than 10. Yeah. So, next one.
I got you. Okay. So now how's gonna work? It's gonna be level, ne?
Should I answer the it's not a fault?
There's gonna be 2 million by.
No, Mbali should be the last one.
The first one.
No, like,
so question I don't get anything is she
It's not a question.
So I'm gonna start off by saying, this is it. You're right, man. It's a very emotive issue. Burning.
Already.
I think the first thing. Black men, you're unemployed. When you're unemployed, the community you go back to looks down on you, and not just your community, your mother, your sisters. You are nobody in your home.
Brother.
Then you must deal with mental health.
Hold on.
It's something that I don't know. It's a foreign concept. we're dealing with a lot as black men.
Yeah.
Let's get that right. We're dealing with a lot. So all I'm going to say to you as brothers is, look, take your time in trying to understand the concept and work towards becoming a better person. But nobody must tell you how you must deal with your mental health, because this is the first time we're dealing with it.
Can I high five?
Oh, okay, come. Let's do. But you will have a time. You will have a time.
Who's, yeah?
Ah, oh my.
Just say thank you.
Just say thank you. Just say thank you.
Oh, you did. Thank you.
No.
Oh,
Okay, but I'll be very brief.
Well,
That's a nice
I'll be very brief. I feel like a lot of the times when we try to engage each other about mental health, it always feels like we're touching the lid, but we're not really opening and then getting inside of it. You know, and I think it's because there's also not a very clear definition of what is a healthy mind state. You know, so now we're trying to drive to a destination, but we don't have the final location.
I like that.
What are we trying to work towards?
I like that.
it's wrong.
Easy.
He's my right.
I need him to go deeper.
I love what you said. I feel that what Buddy said was misconstrued a little bit, right? You're taking it out of context, and what she's saying, what I think she's saying is that you guys need to define what it is that your problems are, right? And basically you guys are saying the same thing, but you took it as her saying, Corey, you're causing problems, therefore sort yourself out. And it's more of a, guys, you're going through a lot. The only people who can define what a lot is and what you're going through is yourselves, right? Not as black women. We don't have the same, so we have similar struggles as black men and black women, right? We were also oppressed.
No, not now, boy.
We were also oppressed in society. We suffered almost similar hardships, but we don't know the extent of your hardships because our experiences are never the same. Maybe somewhat we stayed at home and minded the kids, and you guys had to fend for yourselves out there, and you brought all of that with you. But what I think she's saying is that then, Bona, quit this thing of trying to externalize everything. Internalize it. Sit with yourselves. Define it. Speak to yourselves outside of the pressures of what we women want you to do. Outside of that, you as men, you guys need to sit down. You need to figure out, where's your level? Where is the destination? What you need to get there. What you need to do to get there. Have the difficult conversations, because this thing of saying, we can't speak about it, it's not going to cut it. It's not taking anyone anywhere. It's not. So this thing, you will say we're not going to talk about it because it's difficult. It hasn't helped anyone so far. It's not going to help anyone ever. So you guys need to internalize it, start speaking about it, start doing something about it, and let's take it from.
Because you have not yet said, as a man, how is this thing taking away from me? I'm not done. Because I, as a woman, confront those issues by myself. I'm a single woman, right? I have a job, but I can tell you the ways in which society disadvantages me as a single woman. I know these things. I can engage with them. I can engage my peers and fellow single women.
It's not to say that you are less of me. It's to say I want to have the same level of consideration as you do, because I am just as much of a human being as you are.
Okay.
The only differentiating factor is my body parts.
Okay, so I just want to stop there right now.
Nope, that's not the only thing.
So I want us to bring it back to mental health.
Exactly.
Yeah, let's serve it back. Yeah,
I'm gonna swerve it back.
Yeah.
I think so. The point that I'm trying to make is that, again, I feel as though men cannot continue
to isolate their mental health and the necessity for men themselves to engage in it. I'll give you an example. Women have a community, right?
Hence, it's a new thing for black people to go to counseling, because the counseling is something you would do on a daily basis. No makelwane, friend yakho, no malume, no whoever, Sunday course, you name it, there will be counseling. If families ohlangana and you would identify one of the elders or someone who you look up to and actually go and actually ask, okay, but because of angithi ikhathi seshintshile kwamanje, so iba nzima nyana from umuntu who used to walk from next door to next door ayobuza ukuthi umama phela laphana ubaba kunzwembu sicela ushukela, you understand, bakupha ushukela, and that's it. Right now it's moving to these now times. He bought a house, you understand, and he's here and he's alone, you understand, and it's only less of scat where we come and actually visit, but we don't necessarily ask, are you okay?
Why is that?
Do you understand? Hence I'm answering you, Gucci. It's growing. Kahle iya nge progress abantu abamnyama.
Let me say emotional closure, right? A scenario where you feel as though you need to revisit the scene of the crime, the perpetrator of the incident, to understand or get some kind of understanding as to why it happened. Closure. And the reason why I wanted to talk about closure today was that for some reason I had a funky day, and that's because me and some friends of mine are needing to have closure. And being a person who has always decided to never have closure, I started to measure, is it important? You know, can you take the final act as the final act? Right? So I wanted to have this conversation and say, is closure important? And how does closure help you bridge the gap between your trauma, your hurt, and your healing? I think that's where it came from.
Okay, I'll go get. Well, so, do you want to talk about it?
Do you want to talk about it?
It's interesting though.
Mali, I'm a police officer, so this is a crime scene, yeah?
Hey, do you
Hold
want to
on,
talk
let's talk about
it?
it.
You're going to talk about it now. Vote. Vote.
Yeah, let's talk about it. I think it's
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Need to think.
Okay, who wants to start it?
Yeah, hey.
Oh, who wants to start it, right?
Okay, Mali, I'm opening up a docket right now.
Hey.
It's like guilt right now, you know? Like you feel like Utini, you did something you weren't supposed to do and it's hanging on you, you know? So first things first, Kumenziwa Agakot. So we need to go back to the person who means wrong who calls away. I don't know why, but I don't know how, but you need to lift that thing off your shoulders, you know?
So in that from a victim's perspective, you needing to go to your perpetrator to find out why did you do this to me?
I kind of feel like Mbali is the victim.
Yeah.
She is.
She is.
What must she do?
What must she do? Is closer important for her? Can she go back and revisit? I know that closure. I love it.
Okay. Mali, for me, this is I think it's another topic because it's not easy to tell one to, or rather point one to things as though yenza closure because what works for me might not necessarily work for you. So whatever it's not gonna stick kangago, but I hope it helps you. So Mina, I would say to you.
No,
It's
sorry.
just-
it's not about you here, but
It's just I'm trying to gauge your level. Is closure important to you? I'm trying to.
Yeah.
It's not about me.
is.
It's about you
It is
saying it's
important to
important to
everyone.
me because
Oh,
you know.
okay.
So it's not necessarily me that needs
About
closure. It's
you.
just
Okay.
I got you. I got you.
Mina, I believe closure is important because for my growth, for me now, because I feel if I don't find closure in whatever that has scorned me, hurt me, I can't move forward. So I need to forgive myself more. It's all about forgiveness. It's all about standing in the mirror, looking at yourself and saying to yourself, you know what, I got this.
Hold on, Jesus is speaking.
I can move on to
No, I want you to
another.
I'll ask you a question.
So ask me a question.
So for you, what is closure? I'll give you two scenarios.
Okay.
Somebody hurt you,
Yeah.
right? No, because I want you to elaborate. Like, I'm not challenging him. I'm just asking to get better context. Somebody wrongs you.
Yeah.
Ne?
Yeah.
They come and apologize to you.
Yes.
Ne?
Yeah.
Does a closure right for you at that stage, or if somebody hurt you and never comes back to you? Where's your closure? What do you consider
Closure
closure to
is
be?
me coming to terms with the fact that I need to be the bigger person at the end of the day. I need to find ways or reasons to move on because
forgive them
someone
before they
might
forgive you.
not see it the way Bonabayan's in. Hence, I'm saying you need to forgive yourself more and you need to look at the person and say, let me be Christ-like, brother. Abaza bagwenza yini. So let them move on. If they come, good for them. You understand? Good for them, not for me. Already I've made peace with them. But if they don't come to me, already I've made peace prior to them coming to me.
100%. Hold on. No, Victor's been up, yeah.
He doesn't look
Sorry,
like he's short.
I feel like another thing that men can discuss at their mental health check when they go in to talk about their issues is consistency, motherfuckers. They need to talk about consistency. Because how did you start that sound and now you're not playing? So now we need to adjust. And then it was shy again and
Sorry,
Guys,
hold on, yeah,
Oh, can I get your friend
Do the right thing.
Guys, everyone, something just a side note, respectfully, people here are so very smart, man. People are so well spoken. Like everybody's points are just so on point that, it's gonna be too repetitive, like every point.
You must be consistent.
Okay, I will try again.
You do it your own time. Use your own time.
But for 27,
Download
your own. Yeah,
Oh, okay. I personally don't think closure is important. I think it's a waste of time. This is me.
I second.
This is me because I think, Joe, quite recently, I've found myself in a situation where I was supposed to have like closure with a certain person, like so many times, and we literally set meetings. But when I think about it, I'm like, but so much has been said, so much has been done. I mean, what's the point? We're just going back. So for me, closure seems, to be something like taking one step backwards instead of moving forward. That's just me, because I think whatever people do, they first think about it, young Tola. And if you hurt me, you've actually thought about it and you saw it fit. It's okay. You're gonna say what you're gonna say. You're gonna do what you're gonna do, and to you it made sense. So us going back to talk about it, it's just, for me, it's just, it's redundant.
What is closure for you? Because his interpretation is whether or not you come to him, that's closure.
Yeah.
So my question is for you, what is closure?
So maybe to Mbadi's point, the last action is closure.
Yeah.
No. So So
which one will change, would invalidate what he's saying then, because then your closure.
No,
your closure is different.
his closure. You show his closure.
Okay, so when I get Vic's perspective on closure, what is closure
bringing
for
this.
you?
Closure cynics.
We move, bro.
Yeah, we move.
But that is closure
On to the next one. Are you done?
Yeah, I think I'm done. Probably.
Far, but I think it's just you just ride with it. So I think to what she's saying, the first thing, if it's like a relationship or whatever the case, something like that, matters of the heart. For me, I've learned not to trust human beings because we are a disappointment. So I don't expect much from people. So I just leave. If you hurt me or whatever, hey, life goes on. But the second part of it is if you scam me, for example. So if you scam me, let's say it's a legit scam, whatever has happened, then in that case I do want some sort of closure. I don't know if it's closure or revenge or whatever you call it, but I do want to get my money back. that part I do want closure. So for me it's twofold. I think it depends what the scenario is.
Yeah, I just want
to. Yeah, okay. So guys, thank you for engaging me. I think one of the consensus in the room is that closure is a personal thing, right? And everybody gets to decide what it means for them. But one of the things that Utumi and I think Vic also affirmed is that it's something that one of my favorite podcasts always affirms is that you have the responsibility to tell yourself the truth. Right? And never leave it in somebody else's hands to tell you the truth. You are of a sound mind, so much so that whatever happened, you can derive from that experience your individual truth. And I think that's where the closure comes from. Hence, I really like what Utumi is saying when she says, I write you a paragraph, I'm done. Right?
About you.
About where I stand. And sometimes for other people, it's not even a paragraph. It's that, look, this is how things played out, this is what it tells me. So thank you guys for engaging.
Next one. The topic is sharing partners.
Which one is this one?
Why are you late? We're talking about it.
Unmute yourself now. Wherever you are, don't come to my house.
We're talking.
Wherever you are, don't come to my house.
Guys, hold on. Look at his face. Okay, wait. So, what's sharing partners?
Yeah,
is a topic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Who's voting for it?
It's spicy. Let's go.
Do you know why? Want that person. Want them now here.
Hey guys,
we're talking about it. And she's gonna provide the context.
Yes, I'm gonna get context there.
Like literally everybody.
Let's go.
Okay, take what I'm it seems like, you know what, guys? I've noticed there. One girl after me scheming of Kaufela and the guys and they're friends.
Ew.
Oh.
It happens. Yeah. Really, really does happen. And then there's a situation where,
hold on,
okay, basically what I want to know, if your friend had slept with someone and then she encourages to date that person, would you do it?
Looking out for your friend.
Would you do? Can we share?
Sorry. Yo, that kind of flew over my head.
Okay. Yo, say it again, yeah?
Now I'm here.
So it's you next, number 2.
Sure.
Yeah,
So basically, now Heinz Father Sharp, let's say for example, me and Shasha are friends, And then nane partner le abutika mona ne. Whether it was one night stand, whether it was long term. Now the same person can encourage him. No, he's a good guy. I can disclose, so I came up with that choice. And then I've noticed with guys, honestly, it happens. It doesn't seem to bother guys. Whether it's friends, siblings.
Do you know men's
Hold on. Yeah. Wait, you must finish. Hold on.
These ones, guys,
but I understand. Is it the norm?
No.
Is it not nasty?
It is.
Because and I was a victim about it, and I only found out this morning at 4 a.m.
We need sound system.
Be consistent.
Not
can I? I just want clarity on the scenario. So you found out this morning, what exactly that your friend had a stitch with the nigga that's talking to you?
That they had a relationship with.
No, who had a relationship? You did.
Both of them.
Yes,
with the guy.
And I only found out, like, she blurted it out, like, she was naming all the colleagues she's been with, ne? And then the same person, the same person is my friend. It's the person I was with. If I can call him.
Is he your current?
Pardon?
Is he your current?
My
He was. At 4 a.m. he was.
Not anymore.
At 4 a.m. he was. But before
No, not
after
from
that.
today. But it's still raw. Because the friendship thing, when I get to no. Do you understand? So, like, now I can feel a shampoo. Like, since when do we share? Like, I could never be with my
to make it
best friend
simple, say you guys are best friends or you're friends, you're close, and then you are with him, right? And then you then had a thing before them got together. And then you kept quiet about it. You then encouraged her to say, look, go for him. He's a nice guy.
How am I what if I'm going to tell me I'm in doing?
Exactly. You had a thing with him.
Okay, wait.
I'll take number 3.
Take number 3.
Guys, hold you or not?
Number 4. Number 4.
Number 4.
Hey,
Okay, sure. I must start off by saying I'm sorry.
It's not bad.
I'm sorry. I think as guys, things have changed.
Hold on, guys. Wait, hold on.
No, sorry.
Guys, can live on,
I remember.
So I think as guys, our moral code has changed over the years, right? To the extent that there's no one standard code anymore, right? In some circles, what happened to you is fine. Yeah? So that bro code in that context says it's fine, anything goes, right? Then you get other contexts where you don't do that.
You don't do that,
right? Like we'd never.
Yeah, no,
we'd never.
Of course
that's
not.
Because that's our code. That's right. We subscribe to that moral standard. But unfortunately, I can't say it's wrong or right because for others it's okay and for others it's not.
No, but can I ask?
Okay. Yeah.
Isn't it wrong that none of them told me?
Yes, I think transparency should have been there.
And
yes,
who's your friend?
yes.
What is this person trying to accomplish?
Yes.
Because maybe at some point things change.
Yeah, I think in that instance, right? Irrespective of the code, and irrespective of the group you're in, I think everybody deserves transparency and honesty so that you can make an informed decision and get closure.
Number 5.
So, going back to your point about Lapana, it's true. You choose your struggles. You choose your demons. Lona,
Okay, next. She was my background. So that's what makes it
you must know.
But here's the thing. Yeah. So I just want to say something before you speak, ne? Hey, your guy is trash. Your guy is trash.
Thank you.
Exactly. But yeah, but no, because remember, like the person who he was busy with, were you like interacting with that girl?
She's my friend.
It's a friend. But she interviewed one person. His track record. Speak to multiple people. Speak to Kent. Speak to Jav.
Verify.
Then get confidence, due diligence, Papa.
She's not lying. Wait,
the thing about it. So
she's not lying. She's not lying.
So what I would say, Nick, maybe the guy is legit now. You know, maybe the guy is legit
last
now.
night.
You know, maybe depending on when it happened. You know, when it happened.
Yes. You know? Transparency though.
Yeah, but I think, but not only the guy. Not only the guy, because remember
as they were. Right? Where you have to be like, okay, what do I care about? Do I care about these two people that I know? One of them my friend, this one is my man. They fucked 4 years ago. Do I really care that much? Or is this just the closure I need? So I know that this person is not the type of person I can go to and say, friend, my relationship is rocking. Why? She fucked this guy and didn't tell me about it, even though they were together. So I already know she's not in my corner. Right?
Why wouldn't you say?
So what I'm saying to you is pick your fight.
Why should you?
No. Get into what do I want? Be selfish about it and forward we go. Do you want the relationship or not?
Did you find closure?
Do you care about how people do you care about how two people had a fling 4 years ago and it so happened that somewhere along the way one of them became your friend and the other became your man?
Okay. If it affects you,
does it get you that much?
That's not really the scenario. Now the thing is, nobody's telling me this, ne? But then they're both trying to discourage me from, like, he doesn't want me to be friends with her now. I can't go out with her.
Yeah.
And then now she's starting to talk smack. So
About
I didn't understand what was going on. Why this?
Unfinished business.
What's going on? I'm the fool. It only made sense at 4 a.m.
Anonymous. We are back at the conversation about closure. Tell yourself the truth.
Sure.
What is this telling you about the two people you are? One is your man, the other is your friend. What level of character revelation are you seeing here? Is the guy that's going to turn you against your friend the kind of guy you want to have as a husband?
Show me!
After this, show me! Is that the kind of nigga you want? The same nigga that fucked your friend and tell you about it. Is that the kind of guy you want to be like, that's my man? Is that what you're picking? You and God together. What's this? Tell me what you want. Is he fitting the description?
No.
Hey, don't play with him.
Maybe the next.
No, we need a maybe.
I wanted to say something. I wanted to rap it.
Can you rap it?
I wanted to rap it. How does she feel? How she's gonna deal with it?
Wait.
Can I answer for her?
I told you about the friend. That's the friend.
Okay, she knows it.
That's the friend.
That's a friend. That's the thing.
Exactly.
Maybe she needs a friend.
Mina chobi begithi lahla zonke ba.
No, it's done.
It's done.
It's
done.
4 a.m. Okay. Yes, I work fast. It's done. I don't like dishonest people. I don't like liars. So I'm not gonna waste my time on something like that. But I thought, is it normal? Do people do this?
It happens.
Do guys? Do men?
So you don't wanna hear this?
Do men? It happens.
There's a big difference between a man and a boy.
No. No.
Next.
Okay, guys. Okay, the reins a little bit, ne? we're going to have to take a break because there's food and people are
Last
late.
topic,
And no, not last topic. So what we're going to do is
because
do it in an order, comrade. We're gonna do it in an orderly fashion so that we don't all flock to the kitchen. It's like serve yourself and warm. So from that side, go dish whatever you need to dish, warm, come back, eat. We can carry on, and then we'll go, and then the rest of the people will go. Because yeah, it's late, guys.
Assumption.
Yeah,
No, me not make it time. Later.
No. We were all.
Guys, that's my topic.
Oh wow.
That's his actual topic. Yeah.
Oh, is it? Because you Zulu. Makes sense.
Oh, yeah, why not?
I'm kidding.
You start. Provide
Okay,
context.
polygamy.
Want to provide context?
Okay, guys. My name is Temba Zwani. I'm Zulu.
Hi, Temba.
Asante wana play.
Temba's one.
I wrote about that topic because I have a situation in my context.
No, I can't even get to
So Mkulu, before I talk of our allowance, a topic, you know, for Melancholy small.
Yeah.
Small, we tell your partner, Muti, you're not full of 1 or 2. And whereas a guy, I'm not loose. I'm full of 15.
Eh?
What are we, machine?
Wait! The context is coming.
You see, this is my context. So, Kulisaka small, seven Zagan again. Menestole Usiso Zoxiza like no, you're not a machine. So, we find someone to help you.
Sure.
See, Kulis small. So,
our bands need to record.
So, I'm willing to come to the party. Is she willing to come to the party? I don't know.
Are you married?
Can I just ask him, is that the extent and the fullness of the explanation you are providing to the said woman in this scenario? That is it.
Oh, shucks.
Is that the explanation you are providing to the woman who you are proposing polygamy to, and you are justifying it with that explanation? I just want to understand.
Let's so you want to address it? You want to reply?
Oh, yes, I would love to reply. I'd love to reply.
So go there.
Because I can understand.
We'll go next.
I'm next after you have to trace my
That is Victor.
After you.
But I'm going to tell me like I said before when I came late. Sorry to be arriving late. From Eastern Cape.
But you are shy.
Yeah.
Oh,
but you are shy.
pick that up for me? Thanks, bro.
We haven't.
I want us to. I want us to be very cognizant of all of, like it's bears significance to say I'm Xhosa in this conversation.
Yes.
Because polygamy is a conversation that every culture has significance to, right?
Yeah.
So polygamy is very relevant in my culture. I don't know how much you guys understand about that, but it's, you know, my grandmother has faced polygamy. Like I that's what I just wanted to bring to the forefront before I bring my personal opinion about my understanding. My personal experience, before I give you my opinion, is that I have dated somebody when I was a varsity who came from a polygamous home. I'm currently dating somebody who comes from a polygamous home. Right? And I have my personal opinion, which for me is rooted in polygamy doesn't make sense personally to me, because for the justification of extending a bloodline, because said woman maybe isn't A, bearing children, or B, bearing enough children. can only be justified if we're talking about men who then seek more children through her. You're not going to get a girlfriend and bring her here. That doesn't make sense then. It's not polygamy. It's just a it's a bastardized version of cheating. If you want to extend your bloodline justifiably because you have received a calling from those in your extension of your bloodline saying that this is a calling upon you, then your wife needs to spearhead that. There's nothing you need to do. You need to give her the call and then she moves forward. When you're telling me about, if we're looking at Utando Nestembo, the current versions of polygamy we're looking at, honestly, I'm not even an advocate of culture and all those things that culture comes with, but I am.
As a general rule, it doesn't make sense to me because now I need my man accessible all the time. All the time.
Okay, give me a big away. Give me a big away.
Wait. I want to wrap it up. Ne? Go, if your ancestors are requiring that, ne? I'm not like Bona. I can't speak to that, right? But what she said, I will defer to what she said. Ne? I'll defer to what she said. The process is not you looking for other women to bear you children and then coming and then justifying and ratifying and it doesn't work that way. Even from a cultural perspective, if you're that way inclined, it doesn't work that way. You speak to your mkani. If your mkani says no, Okay, in closing, culture says you speak to your first wife. If your first wife says no, it's a no.
Okay, thank you. It's a no.
That becomes a family matter.
Okay, hold on. So it's Victor, then it's you.
Can I vape in the house?
I was. Number 4, ne?
Recognize
Number 4, ne?
Recognize Michelle.
Okay, you already asked the question, then you can come. Thanks. Wait, but you want to say something?
Mbali can say.
Mbali close.
No, you close it.
Mbali is the close.
You close it.
Mbali is
Who's speaking?
Victor.
No, I was waiting for you guys to finish.
We're sorry.
Access a bit or labo. When you're in Rome, so, okay, firstly, I hear you guys. And I think we just have too many bad examples of the polygamy that it has been, washed down, as time and taller.
Happening on the backs of women. I had to say it.
Yeah, through history. But I think.
So we are supporting that?
Yes, fully.
Wait,
firstly,
you're supporting polygamy?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because
hold on, guys. Hold on.
Firstly, well, and this may sound like I'm just joking around, but it's true. Nibaneng Ignat one.
Thank you.
There are actually like more women than men. No, it's not that. No.
Okay, sorry.
Well, to me it kinda is, and that's why I kinda like said it as a passing chord, like I'm going somewhere. So I mean, Kana, what's your name, my sister? I forgot. Tobel. Yeah, you made the example, Abraham. I mean, that's the only, one. Okay, wait, that I can think of right now. Last things went sour.
Yeah.
No, wait. Solomon had a lot of wives. Yes.
It was bad though.
Wait, Solomon.
One good case. Give me one good case.
There's so many women.
Give me one good case. Give me one successful case of polygamy.
It sounds nice.
Okay, Mabela.
One successful case.
Let's continue.
No, I'm going to
And that's why I said Dubuti.
I want one successful polygamy case.
Yes, and to answer that.
Guys, sorry.
I'm sure this is where I stand.
Okay.
And like I said, I think we just have too many like bad cases of polygamy, and we.
It's too much for one woman.
Too much.
Actually, Vic, we are protected. You don't have to answer that. You don't have to answer that. He's protected.
No, that's not fair.
He's protected.
That's not fair.
Do you want to answer? Do you want to answer?
Order. Sorry guys, I have a very important point to make.
Boy, it's too
I
much.
need you. Remember, I said when we started this conversation, I said, I hope that part of our intention here is to not only have contributed to a conversation, but left with a learning.
Learning or not? Don't shoot yourself in the foot. Don't answer.
So I need you. When you say too much, what do you mean? I'm begging for us. Because I had to be like it because Kensani said I cannot vape in his house, but right now I want you to take us with you on the journey,
Please.
where we get
But in first class ticket.
I want you to take us first class Emirates to Dubai and explain to us where you say too much. Are you coming back with us and are you settling around that cul-de-sac of mental health for men, balance? Are you
Hold on. They want to follow you on Twitter.
No, guys. The reason I'm saying this. The reason I'm saying this now is that question is going to get you into a trap.
Why not?
You are providing prejudice for you to not be partial. No, you are not providing an enabling environment for him to be. If he wants to, it's fine. If he doesn't want, but don't do that.
It's a trap. It's a trap.
He made a bold statement.
Whose side are you on? Whose side are you on, Lem? We are captured. We are captured.
You should have never spent data. You should have never spent data.
Okay, I know. Too bad about it. Too bad.
I feel like your friends are like that, but I am.
I don't know coming again. There's a kitchen.
It has been 15 minutes for us to allow you to speak. You must speak, my friend.
I'm waiting for you guys to finish.
Okay, guys, I'll answer this for him. Too much man means hormonal testosterone.
He's answering it.
It's not even there. I think because I'm a creative, né? So my mind also like the way some women stimulate my mind.
Hold on.
Yeah, what? So and Manje, I don't want to circle on this because I was getting somewhere before. Yeah, but and Futi Manje, I'm also like feeling the pressure of Gutsi's cards now.
Yes. We don't have time now. Exactly. Cut his belly in
Hold on, you are creative and then
I have a lot to say.
But yeah, we are out of time, boy. So it's fine. We can't say.
Guys, I still have to drive to Victoria.
And
imagine it's not because of that. Go on.
You can sleep here.
No, I have church in the morning.
Yeah?
Also,
you
me,
post everything.
for me, I personally think, one moment is not enough for me. And by that, 3 is enough.
I want 3.
Okay, 1. I just got out of a long-term relationship. And I'm not saying this because of what happened there. But from that 5 years of my life, I realized, okay, this person, I was not cutting it. And now I have like 3. It's still in experimental phases, right? But now I see me now. I can be consistent. No, guys, no. I mean,
it's his answer. It's his answer.
Yeah.
What was a Vixo?
No, I apologize.
I don't show me, man.
So,
I show you, comrades.
Besides that, I think the most critical thing to note here is that polygamy is not a selfish act in principle. In principle, yeah? I'll tell you why. Because there is a purpose for polygamy. It is not just a thing to do because you want to do it. You understand? Right? Okay. We've had a whole synopsis around the fact that maybe your wife cannot bear children for you, for example. However, because also you're making a part of the process, you are giving her the opportunity to tell you whether she agrees with you or not.
My friend.
But note something, it is not your decision to make. Because it's a family decision. Listen, it's bigger than you and your wife. You also got to bring the 2 families together.
Just so that the dogs and the cats and
so
you said what?
It's bigger than you and your wife. Because what you're doing, that's like I said, when you took out Lobola in the first place, it was to bind 2 particular families only. Now you want to bring another one in. You cannot be the decider on that one. You call your elders. Your wife calls her elders. Then they discuss as well and make the final call. But it's bigger than you. It's bigger than me. It's bigger than my wife. Do you understand? So the point of it all, my dog, is, and here's the issue we have, man. Yes, there may be more than one woman in the world, man, but it does not justify cheating. Because if you do that, Vic, I'm saying it's cheating because you are doing something that's not endorsed. Do you understand? Assuming you date those 3 girls,
They know.
I'm going on that premise. It doesn't matter. That's not polygamy, my dog.
It's not about you.
It's not polygamy.
Okay, wait.
Can I say this?
Can I say this?
Okay.
Can I just say this?
Go ahead.
I think from what I know about polygamy, what we know as polygamy today is not what polygamy started as. So your definition of polygamy now is not.
on your word.
No.
You cannot go back on your
Let
word.
him finish. Go, my dog.
Johnny.
How?
It's not a bit of
It's not an
Hold on, guys. Hold on.
I think you
So
missed
wrap
it up. Polygamy in its raw state, understand its purpose, and practice it accordingly. Not what you think, not what you want it to be. Do what it is and how it should be done. If you do that, my guy, there's nothing wrong with it. Because I'm in no way saying polygamy is wrong. What I'm saying is do it the right way. That's it. I'm done.
Guys, just quick one. Just please, we need to, very important, we spoke about respect when we started this thing, and the same way that there's different religions and different beliefs, there's different cultures as well, you understand? And I feel, I don't want to speak for everyone, but I just feel as though not all of us fully understand history of culture and polygamy.
Yes.
Yes. Right. And abanye abantu, they take izinto zamadlozi ancestors very seriously.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
And some people will literally commit their whole lives according to it.
Yes.
So if in Temba's case, for example, abadlozi akubo bakhuluma naye bathi lalela, you gotta do this thing. Irrespective of how controversial we may find it,
yes,
let's find a proper way of debating about it. Because at the end of the day, Tina, as today, we are very westernized. We believe in white weddings, we do this, and the reason why everybody is triggered about polygamy is because of westernization.
He's actually making labels because labels says follow culture. If you are cultural, culture, you can pick and choose.
Okay, so
if it's not,
why much you must involve culture?
I'll go first. 40 seconds. First of all, what I got from today, very nice experience.
Yes.
90% of the people I've met for the first time, and very smart individuals. I enjoyed myself. Just as a suggestion to improve the thing, maybe next time, maybe have a laptop screen with a timer, right? We assign maybe 20 minutes per topic, just as a suggestion.
So I got the timer here, but it never works.
No, but I'm
it never works.
So if we know there's a set time limit per topic and everybody can see it, and we respect it, and even mid conversation, once the clock hits, stop, move on. I think that will help people in future summarize the topics to the point.
I'm telling you.
It's just a suggestion.
I get you.
It's just a suggestion.
But just to
let's take the feedback. Let's just take it.
What's the answer already?
Let's take the feedback.
Next.
This way.
For those who want to say something.
Oh, wait. No, this is a Shaligami, guys. Like, indaba yami yeshaligami. Yeah, indaba yeshaligami. Like,
okay, guys. So before that, I just want to remind you guys what we said in the beginning, and maybe Trevor does not.
Don't take stuff.
No, I'm for that.
Don't take personal. So, for example, if you now find out now Victor doesn't like polygamy, don't now look at him with the sad eye. Don't look at him with the. That's why for me I felt like when you guys asked me that question, I felt like maybe I needed to protect him a bit. You know what I mean?
Very important.
That wasn't a bit.
Okay. Alright, but anyway, let's just be considerate. Good, everybody has their own views, and we're not going to change anybody's views here. We're not trying to change anybody's views. We're just trying to offer perspective.
Yes, sir.
And it's that person's responsibility to either take what you said or not.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, don't hurt feelings. Yeah. So Victor, yeah, don't feel that.
No. I was saying it as a joke.
Okay, go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, with that.
Yeah, no, you want to say something? Yeah.
No, Mina, I had a good time. Thank you for this. I hope I'm invited again. Yeah.
Any suggestions?
No, none at the moment. I think since it was it our first time here?
Yeah.
First one in Josie this year. It worked. I think we should just be more drunk and hide than we come here. At our own homes. Masfigala. Yeah.
Don't drink and drive.
Sorry?
We'll
Uber.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it was interesting.
listening to all you old people's perspective in life.
Oh, where are you?
Yeah.
20
96, 97,
20 years in terms of
98.
198 in terms of what?
Yo, guys, let him finish speaking.
Sorry.
How I go?
I say what's up.
Sure, yeah? Don't say yeah? Ask old people, yeah?
Yeah, that's interesting getting your perspective. I think you just need to structure the chats a bit more because certain people get overwhelmed, then they get drowned out. Certain people didn't get a chance to share their opinions and stuff. So let's share the platform a bit more. But yeah, that's nice.
No.
Thanks for the invitation. Thanks for a warm reception, even though I arrived late. Thoroughly enjoyed the time that I had. Hopeful to be part of the next conversation. Hopeful that, it's not just a conversation, but people are really taking into cognizance the points that people are making that are different from themselves. Yeah. So, Timber's point about because I'm a woman and obviously I'm against it, but I'll take a moment to think. Okay, if I was a man, consider the points of it. And I hope that men also take our points into consideration, because talking till we blue if we're not making changes doesn't make sense.
Okay, thanks for having me here. Great experience. New vibe, like I said before. We should have more of these kind of discussions, especially me Narakulu. I'm more based in you should have something to take home. You should walk out differently. Have a different perspective in certain things that you come across, because most of these topics are our daily lives. Some of those, and so look at things on a different scale this time around, because try to understand things. You understand? Because what works for you doesn't necessarily work for the next person. Yeah, and next time ingaqala lento iqale ngokuhamba kwesikhathi mhlambe i-involve ne-hiking in the process. I'm just saying to let it grow. I'm not saying let's meet in one place. I mean, it's not. Next time it could be just by the pool, Lapana. We don't have to hike.
No. I'm a fitness person, so yes. We can hike next time.
Cool. Yeah, no, thank you so much for coming through. Obviously, I'm disappointed that you guys came late.
Forgive us.
Some of us.
Yeah, no, all of you guys except for Tsecho. And me too, wow. But everybody else, I'm thoroughly disappointed. But anyway, but also the conversations was late, so you guys sort of made up for that. So in terms of suggestions, this is sort of like we're just trialing and erroring as we go. So I like your idea about I was thinking about it, sort of doing it like a theme, sort of maybe say next time we'll have conversations about why, we'll have conversations at the pool or whatever the case is. So if you guys have suggestions as to where we can host it or what theme we can bring about it, I'm also flexible. You know what I mean? Maybe we can follow. Maybe we can follow hot topics. Yeah. Maybe if you want to talk about a specific topic that is hot on everybody's mind, or maybe that's sort of running out there, whatever the case might be, we can also do it that way. Maybe we can. So, for example, we talked about mental health, right? Maybe we can just have a night just where we talk about mental health in different perspectives. Now, what does it mean for women, guys, in marriage, all of those other things. So, yeah, so that is just my thing. Just have it a little bit more structured, because we'll move from mangoes to cars to babies to all of that. So that can sort of distort the message you want to take away from it. You know, because maybe the first topic was hot for me, but now I forgot the first topic because the last topic was hotter. You know what I mean? Type of thing, you know. So maybe we can do it that way. But yeah, any suggestions really for me would be appreciated. Yeah. But anyway, on that point, Jabulune, time doesn't work. I try to time this from day one. It doesn't work. Like, it doesn't work.
Closure is personal.
Yeah, man. Really great evening. I love the robustness of the conversations. You know, and one thing that's interesting that Ken's probably knows about me as well is sometimes I can really push a stance I don't even believe in. Right? Just for the sake of really adding right? But I think also Ken's man, one thing you don't want to lose, I know you want to do the whole structure thing, but also it's quite nice to have a lot of on-the-spot thinking, right? Where you're able to move from one topic to another. It's also pretty cool. Maybe we can have a variety, like maybe certain sessions are mental health themed, but others I think it's pretty cool to have them really high energy and on the spot type of thing. Yeah, that's me.
Well, I'd like to thank you, my friend here, for the invitation, and you and everybody else. I had fun. And honestly, if I'm being honest, like I was doubtful in coming because I was like, oh, what is it exactly? I didn't understand. Like, what is this thing? What is it? What are we? So I was skeptical, but then I enjoyed myself. I loved the topics, and I really wish that we could have more time, as I say, earlier, if possible. You know, whether we go to a different venue, wherever. Have more time to discuss and learn. The main important thing to learn and to then change our thinking, our mindsets as we go out there, especially with men, but with us as well. You know, I've also learned a lot, to be honest. And I'm happy and so proud to see that there's actually decent guys. I think you guys are decent. Never mind who fed about how.
I'm so down to my dogs.
The time is over now. Time is your time is coming, man. No, we'll have
Okay, thanks for the invite, the host too. It was very interactive, very interesting. Can I get advice? And I'm going to apply it. So yeah, thanks. The only suggestion was next time.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Cameraman.
Yeah. Hey guys, thank you for coming. So this is always fun. I always look forward to this. So just my stuff is more mainly towards, I guess, Kent and Umbali mostly. So I think we still need to sit down a bit more in terms of what everyone is saying, in terms of the structure, all the ideas, because I think there's a lot of improvement that we can do. So one of them is the people we invite. For example, I've been inviting people and then I lose track of those people and they want to come back. So the way we handle how we invite people who comes through, stuff like that. It's more of the admin stuff, so it's more towards you guys, yeah. But I think we could have a chat about it. And then to everyone else, thank you for coming. This was really fun, yeah. By the way, so I'll share the footage. So I don't know if you guys want an edited version or just the clips that we're taking today.
Edited.
That's our
I'll try to put everything up to an hour.
Sorry, let's get to the end.
But the mic, can you write in here or
my family boy.
So to filter out.
Make it famous.
They must spread the word. I need more.
Yeah, so it's at the editor's discretion with what goes in. So, but I'll try to put everything. So, if you are spicy,
but you're going to keep the clips so that if I need
if you're on the original,
channel.
yeah,
sure.
No, definitely the raw files. So if you were spicy and you see yourself trending on Twitter, hey.
Whoa.
Guys, we'll try to make it less mild. But yeah, just let me know if you don't consent to the clips or whatever. So.
Koi mine, bro.
Yeah, upload.
Yeah, so what I'll do is
Wait.
that if I get the video, I'll send it to everybody who's here. So everybody I invited, I'll send it to you guys.
And others you didn't invite?
Get it through the
Could you share that?
Okay, Temba.
Yeah, so that's it. Yeah.
Oh, guys, this is my first time here. Nice to meet you guys. Met the guys in Cape Town, and yeah, ever since never, you know. I've been for a drive runs, but number 8, man. You know. Today's Silaba Fete. What I liked is the people with it, you know. We brought different people from the last time and the last time, you know.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm very happy, man. Especially for Mbali. Thanks for being here. Please us with your presence.
Wow.
Guys, I am a sucker for a great conversation. I will have a good conversation with anyone, right? And I just want to say thank you for having me, and Kensani, thank you for such a warm and welcoming space for us to have this. But also thank you to everybody for coming, for showing up as yourself, and you know, sharing what you have to share. I think the one thing that I was saying to, I think everybody in Drips and Drabs, is that a topic is broad, it's wide, it's deep. And as people contribute, we are all, you know, impacted or inspired differently. And, you know, certain parts of our cognitive abilities are triggered and we're able to contribute from wherever. So I think we'll discuss it further, Caesar. How do we allow a topic to have its life cycle, right? Based on how people are engaging with it, right? And just let it live. But I think I'll probably get to a point where I say to myself, oh, this is what I learned, this is what I learned. But I think ukuthi kumnandi ukuhlala nabantu, uzwe imbono yabantu, ubone ukuthi abantu baqhubwa yini as they navigate everyday life. But I think for me, one of the things that I'm trying to learn is to have compassion for the next person. And it's these type of conversations that enable me to do so, particularly with men. You know, I've lost an ability to say men are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm trying to do this thing where I'm approaching men like human beings. And I'm talking to men like human beings. I'm saying, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry guys. I'm saying to myself, let me trust in your ability to see me as a human being by showing you that I see you as a human being. And that is why I talked about closure. Yeah. Because I as a woman need to feel, where do I draw the line, where do I say, I've done enough now. So thank you guys, you've equipped me, you know, you've educated me. I look forward to the next session. And yeah, guys, come through. Wena Barumam Upoli Jola Ristori, what are you doing? But yeah. Also, I just want to say, Dumi, thank you for making me feel heard, baby. You were like wingman on, like, you were just like, I want you to say something. I need you to say something because I'm right here. Thank you, baby. That's right. I know that's right. Who is being shaded there? Shade room. But guys, thank you so much for coming through, for honoring whoever invited you. No, I didn't get the opportunity to invite my people, but just collabo. But it's been beautiful to see how it's all come together. We've been meaning the people who are now in charge, they've been meaning to revive this thing for a very long time. And I remember a time when we put this room together, it was actually, you know, based off of the fact that we were going to have people here sharing conversation, and the thing inspired this room itself. And it's just been beautiful to see all of you here and our vision just coming together, and thank you so much. As for me, I can be very, I don't know how to put it, I can be very opinionated, and I can be very stuck in my ways. And it helps sometimes to just see things from a different perspective, from a different light.
you know, and sometimes you hold a view and you feel so strongly about it, and you don't consider the next person and their experiences and how things come together for them. And it's been beautiful to see your opinion is just it is not just that, you know. There are different ways of seeing things. There's different ways of skinning the same cat. Cats. But yeah, so it's been beautiful, man. It's always refreshing to just listen to other people and not listen to yourself, and not just be stuck in your ways, and to learn and to grow. And sometimes you're validated in your views as well, you know, through this process. It's not always that you see the next person's views and you change, but sometimes you're like, hey, actually I've considered everyone's views, and my view still stands for me, and that's also okay. And my suggestion is just time. The issue of time is very, very important. There's never been the thing that ends before midnight, guys, because it can go on and on and on and on. And the reason we say it must start early is that, you know, if you want to give a topic, it's due course, and let people just engage in the topic and not cut off people. But if we don't start on time, then it's not going to go. My suggestion to the hosts is that don't formalize it too much. You know, you still wanted to have that refreshing rawness that comes with just bringing people together with different opinions and speaking. As much as we want to structure it and maybe it'll work better for you in editing and putting it together, leave the rawness. Leave the rawness, the realness, the thinking on your feet. You know, you don't have time to actually think, oh, today I'm going for a mental health talk, and then you come with your own opinions. Right there and there, you are forced to question yourself, your own opinions, what it is that you truly believe, and you're forced to come forward and back it up. Back it up. Leave the rawness. Yes, control it a little bit so that time-wise we are able to sort of, progress and not be stuck on one topic forever, but leave the rawness. And that's it. Thank you guys for coming.
Just a question. So for the next things that are going to happen, are they just random, or is it like once a month? Or
just to give you like background, So to give you background, so we're doing it twice a month. So every second week, we used to do them, right? Reason being is because we had a very long list, so we wanted to do it once a month. But because now then Bali's here, Bali wants to invite Muntuaki. And Mutaki comes through, and then they want to also invite 3 of their friends, and now it becomes like this huge list of people want to come through.
Waiting list.
Right, so we had a huge waiting list. So now we then started to really get it going. Everybody was coming through.
So basically, guys, if they think I'm invited, just
basically.
No, and also it's personal when they don't invite you.
So what we try to do. So what we then try to do is that